Namaste children, how are you all? I hope you are all doing well. So children, we were in the chapter number 9, that is our homes. So in the last class we have learnt about the types of homes. In that we have seen the two characters. One among them was Shambhavi. She was living in Assam in a big bungalow, whereas her cousin Mala, she was living in apartment also known as flat. And as well as children, in that class we have seen that which are the things the houses provide us, isn't it? So today children will go for the next topic, that is difference between temporary house and permanent house. Shall we start children? Okay. So see there children on page number 59. In big cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata, the land is limited and the population is huge, so most people live in flats in multi-story buildings. Yes, it is true children. In the last class I have given the example of Mala. As you know that she was living in Mumbai in a big flat, or you can say apartment. Why? Because in Mumbai children the land is very less and the population is more. So for that reason the most people prefer to live in the apartment rather than making a separate house children, isn't it? Now next children, people live in different types of houses depending on location and climate of that place. It is correct. So children, as you know that we will find different types of house in our country. It depends upon their location and climate. Just have a look children on Duino box there. The cooking has to be done outside the huts as the straw can catch fire easily. It is children, as you know that in the village the most poor people live in the hut. So children, they don't have their what to say LPG connection in their home. So for that reason, due to their poverty, they have to cook the food outside the hut children. Isn't that is best method children? If they cook inside the hut children, then there is a chances of catching the fire. So we should be very aware, especially who are living in the village children in the hut. The next children, the early man lived in caves. He ate the flesh of animals or fruits and roots of plants over a long period of time. The hunter and the food gatherer became the food producer. He started living in small huts close to his crops. Even now, many people live in huts in villages. The huts are made of bamboo, straw, dried leaves and mud. They are known as kacha houses or temporary houses. As they are not very strong, they start leaking in the rainy season. Strong winds can also damage them. Yeah children, it is true. So you can see in ancient times children, the early man, all of you know about early man. He is ancient man children. He was living in the forest children, isn't it? And he was having his own shelter called caves. So in the beginning children, he used to eat all the roots of the plants, fruits, and after some time he decided to move children, isn't it? He decided to move to live near to the river areas, because he decided now from the gatherer he became the hunter children, isn't it? Now then he decided to become a food producer. To produce the food children we required water, isn't it? So for that reason early man shifted his shelter from cave to the hut. So now I will show you children how he was living in the caves. Yeah, you can see children here, early man lived in the caves. You can see here, these are the few early man children. They are living in the caves, and you can see after the hunting they are separating the flesh of the animals and they are preparing the food for them children. So this was the main house of the early time. You can say the early man children in the ancient time, they were living in the caves. Now children, next we have to see about the temporary house. So children, in temporary house you can see it is very weak children, because they are made up of you can say bamboo, straw, dried leaves and mud. So if the wind comes children strong heavily, they will be damaged. For that reason temporary house is very weak children, and it is very dangerous. So for what kind of material we required here for the temporary house, we will see here. Next slide. Yeah, you can see children here, huts in villages also known as temporary house. So I brought example children for you all. This hut is built using mud, bamboo, twigs and leaves. These things are easily available to people who live near forest. This type of house is not very strong. So children, you can find here, this is the hut children. This is known as here temporary house, and this is made up of, you can see mud, you can see here bamboos and twigs, isn't it? This is the name of the material, I can find here on the left side once again the people with the help of the mud they are making the hut and they are replacing the bamboos here, and you can see here twigs. Okay, so once again we will see children here. This is known as here hut, children, example of temporary house. And what we required here, for that we required mud, we required bamboos and twigs, and here people they are engaging in making the hut. This is called as a temporary house. Now we'll go for the next one, children, permanent house. Huts can also be found in slums in cities. They are made of bricks, tin or polythene sheets. These days most villagers live in pakka houses, or you can say permanent houses. They are made of bricks, marble, stone, cement and timber. A very big village house is called a haveli. So children, just now we have understood what are the materials we require for making the temporary house. What are those? Mud, bamboo, isn't it, children? Then twigs. But now we will see which are the materials we require for making the permanent house in the next slide, children. Yeah, you can find here permanent house. This house is built from bricks, stone, cement and steel. The windows and doors are of wood. It has a flat roof. This type of house is very strong. So children, temporary house is different and permanent house is different, children. But nowadays, especially in the village area, children, the people who are very rich, they are very financially strong, they are making their house as a permanent, children. And what are they using in their house? They are using, children, you can see they are using the bricks, they are using here cement, they are using stones, and you can see here steel, and finally what they have made, they have made the permanent house, children. Okay, once again I will show you, children. You can find here what we required. First we required bricks, then we required cement, then we required stones and steel for making which type of house, children? For making the permanent house. Okay, now we will see about next, children, about the haveli. Before that I will show you the slum, children, of India. You can see, children, a slum in a city, Dharavi. So children, this is a place in the outskirts of Mumbai, is one of the largest slum in India, or you can say in Asia, that is Dharavi, children. You can see how the people are living here, children. They are very congested. There is nothing space to move freely here, because in this area, children, only the poor people can survive, because all rich people are living in their apartments, or you can say flats. And where it is Dharavi, children? Dharavi is in Mumbai. Now we will go for the haveli, children. Next one. Yeah, we can find here haveli. So children, this is, I brought the example of a village near to the Amritsar city. You can see here, children, this is a big haveli in a village, and maybe there is a function going on here, and all the people have gathered here for their celebration. So remember, children, haveli is a big village house where we can find only in the village. Okay, children. So children, today we have learnt about the temporary house and permanent house. I hope you understood today's class. So we'll stop here. In the next class, we'll go for the different types of house, such as mountain house and stilt house. So until that, children, take care and bye.